Who is y'all to tell me what he diagnosed with and what he look like, what he sound like? Y'all don't know nothing about God, and y'all don't know nothing about nothing. You talking to me like that, so I rebuke everything y'all saying about my child, to be honest.
It's time to just say what it is so that you can stop being embarrassed and harboring that guilt. I literally spoke what I saw because I was in shock.
When Christian recently showed up at a church function with her 2-year-old son, everyone saw that little Chrisean Jr. hadn't grown much since she had stopped posting pictures of him on social media. Many people were secretly concerned about his health, assuming Chrisean was in denial and that his problems would resolve themselves, but she was completely mistaken. After watching a new video of him on X, a doctor verified what many others had already. Unless he receives significant assistance for his developmental deficiencies, Junior may never be able to speak, which would make matters worse. Blueface's mother blamed Chrisean for her son's illness. Since Chrisean first shared his birth on Instagram, people have been watching him closely. After months of being offline, she returned and spoke about how perfect he was. But now people are beginning to doubt everything they began. The baby's inability to move his head, follow objects with his eyes, or control his hands made everyone realize something wasn't right, but what really shocked them was the way he cried. It sounded like a cat screeching. The Chrisean continued to pretend everything was fine, but when her son began crying in the background during a live stream where she was defending getting a Blueface tattoo on her face, everyone knew something wasn't right. Shortly after, she uploaded a video of herself giving him food. Fans questioned, what 8-month-old doesn't try to grab food? After noticing that the infant refused to react to the spoon or food until it was directly in front of him, he was already 8 months old. His response was different from other babies his age, and many people commented that her pregnancy-related drinking and smoking may have had an impact on his development. A single individual even said, Chrisean Rock is in denial. Junior isn't hitting milestones at this age. He should be able to hold up his head and chest when lying on his tummy. He also doesn't coo or smile. People are now speculating that Chrisean Jr. may have a disorder known as Creed chat, which is Credo chat. But Chrisean didn't take the criticism well. It was just haters trying to stir up drama, she remarked in response. It is a genetic condition and has nothing to do with Chrisean's smoking or drinking during pregnancy. However, someone commented that baby milestones are merely a ploy to boost parents' egos rather than genuinely celebrating a child's growth, which isn't very logical. Of course, parents are proud when their children reach milestones, but those milestones also help determine whether a child is developing normally. If a child isn't doing certain things by a certain age, it can indicate a delay, and prompt assistance can have a significant impact. Chrisean's son displayed characteristics of fetal alcohol syndrome, according to doctors who spoke out online. These included small eyes with folds at the corners, large set ears, a flat face, and a small head. The high-pitched crying could be from KIT, but it could also be from newborn alcohol withdrawal. Additionally, his pupils' reflection in his images caught people's attention. Instead of being red, which could indicate that he has visual issues, Christian seemed unconcerned. She ordered everyone to stop attempting to diagnose her child and stated that she had already taken him to the doctor, who had told her that everything was fine.
I diagnosed my baby on the internet. My baby is healthy. They would have told me he had syndrome. He's healthy, bro. Just because that picture wasn't that cute doesn't mean I can diagnose my baby on the internet. That shit is wild.
Was used to post nearly every moment of her baby's life online. So if she had actually taken him to the doctor and been told everything was fine, she would have shared it to silence the haters. However, Blueface, who isn't much better either. When a parent criticized her for postponing their son's hernia surgery, she claimed she was too busy to take him and only went after things got worse. Shortly after Blueface's tirade, she finally took Junior in for surgery and posted that he was recovering quickly. Nearly a year old, Chrisean posted a video of him attempting to walk, presumably to demonstrate his progress, but rather than bolstering her argument, it only served to confirm what others had been saying all along. We had never seen him walk, talk, hold a spoon, laugh, or do anything else that most one-year-olds can do. At that age, people began dragging her online, accusing her of having only had a child to maintain her relationship with Blueface. Her former best friend Janet fueled the flames by claiming Chrisean is genuinely in denial about Junior's need for assistance.
People are in denial of stuff. It's like you can't help people when they're in denial of what's actually going on in reality.
Chrisean finally stopped posting about her son after receiving a lot of criticism, and she raised him more privately. To be honest, that was probably the best decision she had made in a long time. But when she recently took him to church while introducing her new song, Yahweh, people were shocked because it seemed like nothing had changed. At almost 2 years old, most kids are inquisitive and active, but he just sat there doing nothing, and people weren't upset because he has a disability. The fact that he is a victim of his surroundings and that this child was born into chaos, his parents' constant drama and immature and toxic actions, the unplanned pregnancy, and their open reluctance to keep the child. Recall how many times Cash threatened to have an abortion or was spotted neglecting herself during her pregnancy, are what truly aggravate them. What's even more worrisome is that she is still in denial and refuses to take even Blueface's mother, Clarissa, who has never liked Chrisean, has stated repeatedly that the child obviously has a problem. Clarissa may be harsh and even vent her anger toward Chrisean on Junior, but she acknowledged that it's heartbreaking to see him like this, especially knowing that it didn't have to be this way. Her genuine efforts to help her son speak volumes about her maturity and the tragic circumstances her child was born into.
It crushed my heart to look at my grandbaby and see that, and that was my first time seeing it.
Oh, God.
And it did. It crushed my heart a little bit. It did. But I love all my kids no matter what I told you, whether they slow, need a helmet, whether they got nappy hair, whether they short, funny looking. I love all my grandkids, but I ain't gonna lie. My first initial thought when I saw him in that restaurant, it crushed me. And for her to say she wanted to stomp me out, girl, you ain't. I can't even tell you what my mind wanted to do to you once I looked in his face and I didn't know if he was looking at me, you, or the air. I was hurt, genuinely hurt.
She doesn't want to deal with the public backlash that would occur if she acknowledged that what people have been saying is true, because doing so would also require her to accept responsibility for her own actions. Everyone saw her smoking and drinking as if she didn't care, and this is the result.
There she drank, and because I hear the cry and I see what y'all see, I do feel like there could be some type of neurological problem. I do see that. I'm not blind and I'm not dumb. I'm not fixing to play blind or dumb.
People don't have many positive things to say about Chrisean Jr. after witnessing this. It's time she quit playing the victim because she made some significant mistakes with this one Cash and made bad choices that harmed her child, who didn't ask to be born into this mess. That a baby became entangled in all of this drama is really heartbreaking. Why are people surprised that Chrisean's son might have special needs? She smoked during her pregnancy, and Zeus recorded her doing it. She wasn't prepared for a child, and now her son is suffering as a result of her carelessness. I feel sorry for the child, not for her. I believe she understands in her heart that she is to blame for what happened to him, and she is likely in pain behind closed doors, but she also doesn't want to face the truth since she knows she is at fault. Instead, she will likely continue to hope that things improve if a kid becomes ambulatory. A serious warning sign. Since Cash is a new mother, she may not have anyone close by to support and guide her, but we can only hope that she brings her kid to get checked out and provides him with the love, support, and opportunity he needs to overcome whatever obstacles he faces. Do you feel this way? Tell me what you think in the comments section, and remember to like and subscribe because there will be more videos soon. I'll see you in the next one.